It's another
What's
show.
up?
So,
Go ahead, go ahead. My fault, my fault. I forgot. You know, Freezy ain't here, so I thought I wilded.
excuse my lighting, ladies and gentlemen. I'm in a hotel. I'm in an exclusive location. I'm off the grid. But no, seriously, man. It's welcome to another Knicks Freestyle on the Blanche Tears Network. Me and Free Keith gonna kick it. Look, it's crunch time. It's crunch time. All that soft talk, all that, oh, they got time to grow. It's crunch time. It's playoff games, and I'm watching around the league, and it ain't just us. It's a lot of teams playing night in and night out. Let me tell you something. The last thing you want to do right now is play a team that has nothing to lose. So, no games are givens. Stop all that givens. Now, there's must wins, but there's no givens. Even last night they had to get their act together, and I hope they got woke up last night. But let me get in here. The man, the myth, the legend. He was sitting back kicking it with Freezy one day, and I need a show. I could just get with GI and chop it up. And I'm just happy that name on the other side was GI. Yo, it's your creator, it's your founder, Freaky.
What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up, good folks, good up, good people. I hope we all excited, but like I'm first, I'm gonna say what y'all don't know is this man that I'm talking to right here. This is a major minor golf legend, yo. I just want y'all to make sure y'all heard it here first. I was the first one to tell y'all because he going around in competitions, winning awards like Hawaii, all kinds of stuff. This is your man. But yeah, that was my little piece of GI props. Y'all watch out for that man. But now the Knicks, like he was saying, oh no, it's no more games now. Like it's a different conversation, even coming from me, because what they've done this season, they surpassed what I was even thinking. So now we in no man's land, and they got their level of performance, their level of expectation now has honestly risen. And I for one, as a long suffering Knicks fan, with what 7 games left to go in this season, is having a legitimate conversation. We having legitimate conversations for days and hours, back and forth, Twitter, Instagram, on podcasts. We at the end of the season, and we talking about a good Knicks team. We talking about how well we can do in the playoffs. Do y'all understand? I want y'all to take a second and really kind of like let it sink in that what our normal conversations are around this time of the season. Let it sink in for just a second. Yeah. Dude, the pressure is on these guys. The pressure is on these guys. And I see cats like my eye is on dudes like IQ, Hart, like the little piece. I'm not even out, not even Brunson and Randle and RJ, our main scoring contributors. The cats who do the little stuff, the cats who do the dirty work, they're gonna come up most important now. We need Mitch to be on. Mitch from now to the end of the we stop playing basketball for this season. Mitch gotta be big body bully Mitch. We need the best. We need the top level production from all these cats. Even me as a positive fan, I'm not letting none of these cats. I'm not giving excuses for none of these dudes. Y'all got us here right now to this point of excitement. You better take us home. Better take us home.
It's just interesting you bring up the name Mitch because all season and since Mitch has gotten here, people keep talking about we need Mitch to do more on offense. We need Mitch to do more on offense. And I hear them. I'm not saying this in an unintelligent take. I'm not saying you guys are clueless. What I'm saying is if you really watch Mitch, his strength is making up for other people's defensive weaknesses. When you got a good scorer who's not a great defensive player, you could shade his player with Mitch. Mitch could kind of sell out to that guy, and he does things, man. And when I'm just listening to analysts talk about the game and where in the third quarter, everything changed because Mitch started dominating the rebound. Mitch started dominating the energy. He started dominating the defense. And he was blocking shots. And I know they say, well, ain't defense and block shots the same? No. The block shot
No,
the block
no.
shot is the benefit. The defense, he runs people off their spots. He makes them, they want to shoot from there, but he done took that away and they move. So, yes, we need Mitch to be that. Mitch is your high energy guy. I know you say he's 7 feet, he has such an advantage, and he makes it look so easy. Man, just let Mitch keep doing what he's doing. And I hope Mitch keep maturing because he is maturing. I do see him complaining sometimes, but I tell you what, I don't care about how a man complains. I don't. The only reason I complain about Randall's complaining because it impacts his play. I don't care about the way Mitch complains because it doesn't impact his play. It doesn't. And there's times Mitch gets the ball and nobody's around him. And Mitch don't want that ball. He kidding himself. He get opportunities where to take them, and he don't take them. And if he took them and did something with it, nobody would say nothing.
I agree, and I feel like we have this debate about Mitch. Like people have this debate about Mitch all the time, and it's weird as Knicks fans. Traditionally, we value the defensive output of our team. Like that's one of the things that we hang our hat on. I don't know why cats aren't really more excited about Mitch. Literally, you can see the game change when Mitch is on versus when he's off the floor. Like cats feel like they could take a breath around the rim. Mitch block shots is down. Cats know why.
Because
It's a
attempts
thing.
against them are down.
Because attempts against. Thank you, yo. Like like his blocks is down because cats know he's coming. You're protecting the ball different. You're taking a different shot. Even if you're on the perimeter, you're looking for Mitch. That's something that doesn't show up on the that's something that doesn't show up on the stat line. That's very important. Intimidation factor. And that's going to be important for us in the playoffs. But the only thing I'd say about him offensively, because I feel like his contribution offensively to the team is the tremendous amount of cleanup that he does. The tremendous amount of cleanups that he does, especially when Cats is missing shots heavy early. I think that offensive plus for Mitch, or that offensive addition for Mitch is overlooked, and it's super valuable, especially in games that we win in by like 5 or 6 points. Those was Mitch's points right there. Those was Mitch's rebounds that he got you those missed shots back from. So like I feel like Mitch is a hinge. Mitch is a major hinge for this playoff run. But so is RJ. And I have some concerns. I really like. Can we have a conversation about Starboy RJ? Can we have a convo? Because I'm gonna open it up by saying, "Oh, go ahead. I see you getting ready to say."
I just took you off your mute to let you know we can have a conversation.
Okay, cool. Because am I wrong? I'm gonna start this. I'm gonna open this up by saying, because I don't want anybody to think that this is a hate RJ. He captured my affection last season. Like RJ, I was middle of the road on RJ, and then I saw some things from RJ last season. That last second shot that he made in the face of missing shots all game. This that like I was like, yeah, that's Eye of the Tiger. But I feel like it is very very sometimey with him, and you cannot be confident on what RJ you're getting any given night. Am I wrong, Gi?
No, and unfortunately, that's what we bought. That's what we paid 135 million for. I don't expect much more, but what I do expect is um, RJ has to turn into the energy guy. He has to be that guy to get out of that superstar mode. He's a little bit in. I think once RJ embraces that he got this contract and he doesn't want to get booed out of town, he doesn't want to get shipped to a horrible team with some draft picks, then he's going to have to be the energy guy. He's got to bring something different to the table. He can't be out there looking to take as many shots as he's taking, think he's going to carry the team, because it's not that he it's not that him being out there equals losses. Him being out there inefficiently, selfishly, is a problem for the team. And when he plays within his role, and listen, if I'm playing with a cat like Brunson, Free Keith, I got to be honest with you. I'm not worried. If I run the offense the way I'm supposed to run the offense, if I'm get what I'm supposed to get, if I move the way I'm supposed to move, he's going to find me. Because while I'm doing those things, he's doing something to impact the defense. In fact, once I see him get going, I trust his knowledge of the game so much, his feel for the game, that if I get around that rim wide open, I don't care if he got a layup, he's going to give me the assist. The problem is they stand around and watch him go to work, and nobody has his back and what needs to get done out there. So as long as, RJ keeps moving without the ball, that's his strength. He's got to hit his open threes. There's no excuse for him to be a number 3 pick in the league and can't hit his open threes at 40%. He's got to hit his open threes at 40%. He gets a lot of them. They want to collapse on Jalen. That's going to be his offense. The open 3 is going to be his offense. He's got to become a 3-and-D guy, and he's got to get it done this playoff series.
I wish I could. I wish I could argue with you on this, like, because I almost hate criticizing RJ because, like, he's legit a good player to me. Like, and I factor in his youth. Like, oh, he's 22. Like he's still got miles to go. Like, I feel like RJ is going to be a really good player, but I fear that his consistency development, the development of the crucial consistency, is not going to be in line with this particular squad, yo. That's my fear. Like, it took Randall three. It took Randall three teams to become an all-star.
If you really could, you bust up Randall and RJ. Mute.
Is that pretty?
Mute, Uncle Freddie.
You muted.
Yeah, that normally don't happen. Like, a dude don't bounce from team to team and become an all-star. You know what I'm saying? I want to give the Knicks credit for developing Randall.
I give you that. That's true too. Because, like, you could normally, when a guy gets traded, I feel like that's a little bit, especially early. When you get traded early in your career, that's a little bit of a spirit buster.
Yeah.
And I do got to give the Knicks props. I see the bow tie. You coming with the bow tie. You making us look bad tonight.
No, I feel underdressed.
Hey, I just want to, first of all, I'm not impressing anybody with a clip-on tie, bro. I have a clip-on bow tie, so it's very not impressive. It's very not impressive. You know what I'm saying? That's cheat code. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I had on a silk hand-tied Italian bow tie, that is impressive.
Not Italian, maybe Italian, maybe Italian material, South Korean, but the brother makes it. I go with the brother man makes it.
Yeah, from silk, from one of those 2 places that G.I. said. What I'm getting at is the silk one. G.I. know what I'm talking about. So even if the brother make it, I know where he getting that silk from, though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. How y'all brothers doing, man?
Can't complain.
I can't be more blessed. I'm on my way to I played White Clay Creek in Delaware today, which is at Delaware Racetrack. I am in Norfolk.
We don't care
Virginia.
about that. I'm concerned about what you said. Because what I want to know is how you scored today. That's
I
what.
only got to play 9 today, but I actually had it going freezy. Little mad at my putter, but I shot 41 on the tips of White Clay Creek today. So that was a good warm up. Really was.
That putter will sell you out, bro.
Bro,
Nothing.
and the greens was aerated. So
right. Oh, it's spring. Yeah. Spring. Yeah.
And spring in the east.
Yeah. You gotta get that. You know what I'm saying? In order for it to have it be fresh and in May, June, July, August, you got to start doing that early, man.
Yeah, so tournaments this time of year tough because of the greens, big holes in the greens. But
yeah, it's unpredictable.
Everybody
got is unpredictable. Yeah, everybody
hit it closer than everybody. You get to see a line.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. And
that's me. That's me. I'm blessed. I'm traveling, so excuse, all the weirdness, man. That's just what's going on, man.
Yeah, I'm recruiting, so y'all pardon me with a dress shirt. I know I don't even like wearing clothes. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So,
relax. Relax. Relax.
I can't help it, bro. I got 35 years in corporate America, bro. I had to dress a certain way for 35 years. So now when I can do it from home, bro, I'm just throwing on Blanche Tears t-shirts every day, bro. Y'all know what it is. You know what it is. So if you see me on a dress shirt, you know I'm mad. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know I'm mad, man. So yeah, but I hear the thing you say about Randle, bro. I was okay. I wish more Knicks fans would be open to not exactly what y'all just said, but because you can't make anybody think like you, right? Even though you may be right, but I just wish people were more open to accepting the way that y'all are presenting it. That way they can make the determination on their own, even if they do come back to what you said. You know what I'm saying? You know how people say, man, it's not what you said, it's how you said it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like what y'all are saying is right. I just wish people were open to the way that y'all are saying it too, because I think a lot of it is totally spot on and accurate. But sometimes people process information in different ways. Like they receive or what you say might be right, but it's like they just need to process it in their way. So I feel you. I feel you on the parts that I heard, bro. I'm with you.
And more importantly, when the Knicks have their best player, they give that best player the opportunity to have New York. They really do. Right. They try to make stars. It's important for them to make stars. Right. Julius Randle, the platform to be a star.
Right.
And I just want him to make the best of it, because the next man in line is trying to do the same thing. And that is one thing I will say about this New York team. I see a lot of hunger. See a lot of hungry players try to prove guys wrong. Sometimes it goes for the worse, not for the not. But I don't see nobody scared on this team. Tibbs really does prepare guys for the game. Now, the energy at home, I like to revisit that with Tibbs. Tibbs, man, a lot of time at home, it's like the other team is more in the crowd, and the home crowd.
I don't know, but see, I don't know. You can't. Can we really say that's Tibbs though? That's the only, because if they do it other places, if they do it on the road, Tibbs is there too. So like, I can't imagine that Tibbs is saying or doing anything like things differently at home. Like these cats take what I notice is at home, these cats take at least like a quarter to rev up first to the game. Like all the time, and it's weird. Like I don't know how much of that I could put on Tibbs, because we see it differently. Like they'll be on the road, and the first quarter, like Cats is coming. Julius got 15 points. It's you know what I'm saying.
Well, then I think you got to mix up the lineup, and then for some reason mentally, maybe Julius is more stressed at home, so he doesn't get off. So you know what? Let's give
all of them.
Let's give Julius less minutes at home and more on the road.
Yeah, but you still starting it with him.
But what about identifying what the real issue is? Like say if there's a slow start, what is the reason for the slow start? And maybe working on that, because it may not be personnel, maybe it's game plan, right? Or maybe it's
But we can't say it's the plays that aren't working. It's literally the energy level, bro. Like it's not even like, oh, like they running. They'll be playing the same game later on, and they'll be playing with energy. Same plays. Same
okay.
plays.
So it's Quentin Grimes' fault. Start Josh Hart.
I'm not mad at that at all, but like I feel
Is
like
that what it is?
it may be a little bit. I'm in a six in one hand, half in the other kind of like pot with that, because on one hand I would agree with you and I'd be for it. On the other hand, something in me tells me like I wouldn't want to shake out. That could possibly have the wrong effect, or the effect that I'm not looking for this late in the season. So like if it doesn't work, you know what I'm saying? Like it could not work tremendously. That's what I'm.
You're right. Right. Okay. Okay. All right.
So I don't know how much. Like we got 20 games left to go. All right, cool. Like I would be way more agreeable to it. I'd be way more in the camp of like, yo. Maybe like the first three games with him here, I wanted him taking Grimes' spot, and that's not even. I like Grimes. I think Grimes, even without scoring, does a lot of the dirty work in the first unit that Hart does in the second unit. But the second unit just does it with more energy from the time they get on the court.
Oh.
Is that my man Jay Beasley?
Yeah, I think that's Jay Boogie in the building. That's Jay Boogie in the building. Shout out to Jay Boogie.
What up, Jay Bug? We gonna read his tweet or his comment.
Yeah, Jay Boogie says, salute to Ron and Steel Knicks fans, and to Ron and his family. So yeah, salute, and he shout out Cardoza. Shout out to also, shout out to and I know we shout out the city a lot, man. Shout out to the city, but I just want to shout out Essex County. Can I shout out Essex County?
Why?
I want to shout out Hudson County. Shout out Hudson County.
Why?
Shout out Essex County. They put out saints. They put out very good people that are going to be in the front of the line going to heaven. Shout out to
the first will be last, brother.
We get in first.
We did this very disrespectfully. This has been the first Knicks freestyle since the passing, but like salute to the captain, man. Salute to the captain. Yo, you served our Knicks fandom well, and I appreciate you for everything that you've done to add to this Knicks culture. You will sorely be missed. R.I.P. to the captain, yo.
For sure.
But yeah, so where we at now? Today, we just came off of beating up on Houston, but we're probably going into our most pivotal and important game of the season tomorrow. What are our thoughts?
I don't know, bro.
Our thoughts really are around defense. The offense, we have so many outside shooters. It's hard to stop us if we get going. So it's just around our defense. Tyler Hero destroyed. He put on an absolute performance. And he's the type of player you get scared of because you're running shorter wings at him. That doesn't knock him off his stroke. So that's something I'd be worried about with Tibbs. It really was. It's kind of inherent with our team. She's running short Tibbs, running short wings at shooters, 6'7", 6'8" shooters. What is Hero? 6'7" at least, right? 6'6", 6'7".
Is he that tall? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, he's a big guard. I don't know his height exactly. I'm not for sure. I don't think he's as tall as RJ though.
Yeah, since he's so skinny, I never really look at him as being that tall, but like it could be.
Yeah, well, Jimmy Butler starts calling for double teams. Bam Adebayo starts calling for double teams, and we get in trouble with it. They don't have many shooters, but I need I need Brunson to know that Lowry is the most out of shape, least athletic guard. He needs to be able to jump on his dribble. He can't be letting Kyle Lowry dribble wherever he wants on the court. I'm not buying.
Not at this stage. Not at this stage of Lowry's career.
Right. Yeah, man.
So if our defense holds up, man, I think we'll handle it down the stretch very well. Enough to hold fifth spot and really scare some teams in the first round. Our defense is the driver. Score enough points. Our defense is the driver.
Yeah. I'm just gonna Free Keith, since you asked. I'm gonna say it this way too, just a little bit differently. I think offensively, I think we Gucci. I think if the Knicks score anywhere between 95 and 115, I think we're good. If our defense remembers who it is. Bro, our defense, we gave up 115 to Houston. That's what we do. We giving up 127 to Miami. Is that what we do now?
See, those are the games that you're right. We lose ourselves and we try to make it. We try to turn it into a shootout, and that's not our game.
Yeah, is that what we do now? We give up teams. Either Houston is poor efficiently, and Miami can't score. Either way, right? These teams are not great, efficient offensive teams, right? So the fact that we give up that many points to Houston, that's a poor offensive team that just zooms up and down the floor, or Miami that just have a hard time scoring, we giving up points like that to them? What's happening to us, bro?
Miami scores. They're just supposed to be bad from three.
They last in the NBA in scoring, bro.
In scoring? Oh, I thought it was the three.
No, they last in all of that.
They're one of the best offensive teams.
Yeah, they.
Kyle Lowry plays slower, probably the slowest pace league in the guard. Slowest pace guard in the league.
Like if we score, think about it. If we average 115, and Miami averages 106 through 76 games, bro, that lets you know right then Miami is. And every time I check to make sure that this is it, that our thoughts may have a flaw. So I'm like, I don't know. But every time I check, Miami is 30th out of 30 teams. They're just a bad offensive team, bro. And we gave up 127. And quite frankly, I don't want to make excuses for the Knicks defense by saying Miami's offense is better than is underrated. Nah, their offense is terrible, bro. It's just the Knicks defense here lately is up and down. Like sometimes we play great, and then sometimes we play poorly, and we don't have like a middle ground that we can establish ourselves and play there completely. Jay Boogie, thank you for the generous contribution. Jay Boogie says, shout out to the Bowtie King, Mr. G.I. himself, and trust the bail money is in the building. Free Keith. Let's go. Chat. Bim. Hit that like. Bim.
Salute, big bro.
Salute to Jay Boogie, man. A lot of people in Knicks universe, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. I love Jay Boogie. Jay Boogie is like the most honest cat you ever want to meet in your life, bro. The most honest cat, period. Going. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Jay Boogie, man. That's my man. That's my guy right there. That's my brother right there, man. And support Jay Boogie. Go buy this Jay Boogie stuff, man. He making this stuff for all of us. Support, man. Support.
And that new track,
yeah.
That new track needs to be.
What platform?
That new track. Oh yeah.
What platform can you find it on? Free?
So J Boogie is on everything that you buy music from, right? So what I'd like to do, right? I have an inside track to J Boogie let me know, so I go ahead and do right. But if you're a new to, or just searching for it, what I would suggest is you know what? I'll find it and I'll put the link in here. I ain't gonna babble on. I'm gonna find the link and I'm gonna put it in here to J Boogie stuff.
That last track that he made, that needs to be pumped in the damn locker room, yo.
Yeah. Yeah. I just found a joint on Spotify and Amazon. So J Boogie. I found your stuff on Amazon, bro. I'm gonna put the J Boogie. You know what? I'm gonna call him. I'll be right back.
But one thing I do want to mention too, and this is another wild card. G.I., yeah, staunchest Randle defender ever. Love Randle. That's my guy. That dude has to control his emotions better. That could be dangerous for the team. I dig his passion. I actually favor it. I'm not one of these cats that likes this whole new NBA banana boat best friends nonsense that's going on. But like, I admire the passion, but he needs to focus it in a way like Kobe would focus it. I'm not saying, please, before y'all kick my back in, I'm not saying he's Kobe or Kobe like. I'm just saying, as somebody who was under Kobe's direct tutelage, you get mad at the refs, you taking it out on the team in front of you. You mad at the refs, that anger is placed on the dude trying to stop you from getting to the rim. He focuses too much on the refs and like letting it, and that way, and doing it that way is detrimental to the team. The other way is probably 9 times out of 10 positive for the team. If that dude causes us any friction over because you know what I'm saying, because emotionally he can't control himself, I'm gonna have problems with big men.
I'm just hoping the 3 days off. He got a sit down. I hope him and Quickly had a real good conversation, nothing short, and he's able to tell Quickly, bro, the way you stepped up this year, I can't believe I did that because I am in position to be an all-star because we ride to this 5th seed, and you are as much important as I am getting to the 5th seed because, bro, without your increased play, a lot of this is responsible because of you. If you would have came in, if you would have still been that bright-eyed, bushy-tailed Quickly from 3 years ago, I can't get this done. I would need Elf Payton. I would need Bullock. So, I just hope that conversation was had. I don't mind his passion, like you said. I don't mind if it balls over and even costs us a game here or there. Playoffs, though, it's unacceptable. The playoffs, he's seeing stars on the other side, and you know what it's about. You got to be the brightest star. And what also is unacceptable is another Quickly meltdown would be completely unacceptable for me, man. I'm afraid that some people want to say Randle's a bully. And it looks that way. It really does because when Quickly is patting him on the back and telling him he's the greatest, all is well. But he was about to rag dog Quickly out there if he touched him again. I don't know how I listen. I can't be cheering for the guy. You're on mute.
Yo, that joint looked hella scary for a second. Yo, that dude swung really. I was like, oh snap! Like, you better not.
And it's Randle, so you never know where his mind is. Anybody else, you like, oh, you laughed that off. RJ, and quickly you laugh.
I mean, but those things, but even that, those things happen. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like those, the history of sports. I can tell even you, and I think you and snapped on Starks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it,
Yes.
those things happen. I'm just saying it as I'm seeing something. Make sure it's just a one-off and not a precursor to something big.
No, 2 days before that, on the West Coast trip. I mean, same West Coast trip. 2 days before that, the game before, Tibbs had to grab him to chill out. He told Tibbs to get the fuck. Excuse my French. It's crazy. It's crazy. Like, he's really got to get it together, man. He really, really, really got to get it together.
Yo, he was in a good Zen place. I need him to get this whole thing off his shoulder, like he got to get it done, and I think that's what's messing up his brain pan, as now that everything is winding down and it's tighter and
Especially when Brunson's out.
And especially with
Brunson. That cast on Brunson's hand don't look good, brother.
It doesn't look good, bro. It doesn't look good. I like quickly see, and the thing about it is that like it's not even the physical loss of Brunson. It's the leadership loss of Brunson that actually is what I'm concerned about. Brunson, physically, skill wise, in terms of like, I feel like IQ can fill in for Brunson for as long as he's doing cool physically, court wise, skill wise, to fill the position. But Randle needs Brunson. Brunson is like a pressure release valve. And Randall himself just needed that. I personally feel like that's why he's been playing so well this season. It's because mentally he didn't have to feel like he was doing it all himself or had to do it all. So when Brunson's not on the court, I think a little bit more of those feelings slip in. And now that it's down to the wire now, the end of the season, and these games actually mean something to us now. Like we can still get higher position and we can lose position. Like so, these games still mean something. So it's pressure, and now Brunson not. Man, hurry up and come back, Brunson, please. But this dude Randle, he needs to get it together.
Well, this might be a good thing if we come out of this with a win streak, because then that definitely shows the development of Tibbs' staff. So Tibbs' staff will get a big win if they finish this season 2 games over 500. I think that's all they really need to do. 2 games over 500. If you get one more win this week, every win you get this week, you rest Brunson another game. Every win you get this week. If you lose all these games, boy, oh boy, Brunson's rush back is going to be quick. So this is what Brunson has to look at his guys and say, I really need you. IQ, whatever that feeling he's got to feel it again against the Heat. He's got to. They don't have great defense. They don't have great wing. They don't. Not that they can stop them. Their interior defense is crazy. Can't let Kevin Love either. If Obi gets time with Kevin Love, Obi's got to manage that Kevin Love time. That hurt last time, Obi on the floor with Kevin Love. He just got bullied out there. So it's a lot that has to happen.
Love ain't really have a lot. Love ain't have a lot for Mitch though. That's what I did notice.
Or he'll destroy Mitch. Will destroy him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, there was no budget, Mitch, and that's what I appreciate about Mitch this season more so than any other seasons. Like out the core work, his strengthening, and this, that, and the other. Like you're not knocking Mitch out of position easy now. Not doing it.
I think we knew it was going to come. I knew it was going to come. We just need to be patient with Mitch. And he kept. And the next year he got much bigger, and then he got too big.
Too big.
Now he has the right regimen, I believe.
Like we got a team. We have a team. We have a
The second unit is by far the best in the league. That's why Quickly is way up for sixth man of the year. When he comes in the game, things change. We either grow the lead or get back in and get the starters ahead. But it's been too much of that this year. I don't want that to be the identity. Starters start slow. Then the other team gets scared, like, whoa, it's this damn bench. Then the bench motivates. It's like the bench motivates the starters. 70% of the season, the bench is motivated the starters. Couple games, maybe 70 might be too much because a couple games, maybe 40, 60, 40. Because there's some games that Brunson and Randle came out on fire.
Yeah.
And between the two of them, when they come out on fire, we're fine. But that's when the second unit takes it and blows the door.
I'm gonna say since Hart been here, maybe about a good 70% of those games from then till now. I'd agree with you.
And we had a lot of Brunson injuries in there. Randle out there by himself. You know, if he does get a high start, he's going for 60. If he don't get a high start, we're going to be in the struggle of a game because he doesn't have that game where I think this is here it is. Randle doesn't have that game where if he's not going from the outside, he can go into the inside and still get 40. It's his lack of interior game, but his jump shot is so wet, man. His jump shot is wet. It's one of the wettest big man jump.
For the big man, and from the first season, that's the thing that really got me. I was like, we talk about this dude, we kick his back in, but this dude is a 4. Like, he's a big 4. Look at how he's moving.
Right.
Like, look at how this dude is moving. Like, yeah. I feel that the only thing that Randle has to really, that's the detriment, that could be the detriment, is him being able to channel that emotional energy when it occurs. Keep it on the floor. Channel it into your next play. A cat like Kobe, feel like he don't get a call? All right, cool. Next 10 points is mine. And do some dumb thing like that.
I'm gonna shut it down. I'm gonna shut it down at 8:30 tonight because I want to go and. Y'all can keep rocking, but I want to go and get myself together. I want to get a good night's sleep. I got a lot to do tomorrow. But listen, it's a little unknown because the teams that we've seen this good have had multiple playoff runs. I'm nervous because after the 2012 run, I just knew we would have a few more perpetual runs to get it right. And it was the 2012 run or nothing. So I don't want to put an end all to be all on no playoff runs with the team that has no playoff experience. That's not fair. But I also want to make sure this team stays intact for the near future so they can shine. So, that's a loose because in the off season, man, a lot of knee jerk. So if these guys want to be together, the best thing for them to do is go out and win now, Keith. If they really love each other, let's go out, overachieve one more time, and then let's see what they can retool with. But I just want to say shout out to Parrish Duggar. I think we read this super chat. I'm not sure, but I just want to get this in. It's okay to kick Randle on the ass and yet support him. And I think
Agreed.
it's okay to. I think it's okay
Agreed.
to kick all the in the ass.
Agreed.
Not just the one who gets the most shot. But let me shut up and let you get in before I disappear. I don't know what Freezy wants to do, if he want to come in and rock with you. But I'm losing it fast. But I've been on the road since 7:30.
Copy.
All
night.
Shout out to my main man, the Ghetto Intellect. Shout out to Northern New Jersey. Shout out Jersey's in the building. Respect. Yeah, man. Hey, I got my energy all the way up. Bam, let's go, Knicks. Free Keith, I got my energy all the way up, bro. I can rock to like 2 a.m. You ready? No?
No.
Okay. All right. So what you want to do? You want to rock for a few more minutes or you want to get out of here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
A little more.
All right.
I got a little more.
Let me segue out 8:30. Yo, thanks for rocking with the show. Show gonna keep pushing. Free Keith, he getting close to his pinnacle, close to his number. He want to talk to y'all, and the number one chief rocker ain't never afraid to rock out. GI gonna see y'all next week, schedule permitting. God bless.
Peace, bro.
Salute, brother.
Yo, I ain't gonna lie to you. The Randle keeping his emotions in check thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you. I've been watching Knicks teams for years, and the weird thing to me is that this time of year, usually them cats that just stealing checks, they be on the sideline in they mink coat and they diamond necklace. They in street clothes. Randle out here flying off the handle because he want to win. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, while my thing is, I hate to see Randle go over the top. I do enjoy the passion.
Yes.
I'm a Randle fan. Like, I'm a Randle fan, and I know sometimes I get on him because of these. Like D9 said, see, every episode begins in this mode, very cool, very calm. There's no sweat in my palm.
My palm.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm trying to get to Randle. Like, yo, I know they out here tripping, but like D9 said, for those of y'all that don't know D-Nice, that's a BDP song. I mean, not BDP, that's a D-Nice song, but D-Nice with BDP, and that's from a song called They Call Me D-Nice. And he said every episode begins in this mode, very cool, very calm. There's no sweat in my palm, meaning, yo, it don't matter how these things is out here going, bro. I'm gonna stay to myself, be true to myself.
I'll be cool. Like I'm still gonna be. I'm gonna be centered.
Yes,
I'm me.
That's what I'm trying to get. That's the thing with Randle. Like I don't dislike his passion. I dislike when the passion is overtly on display, like he having a meltdown. Right? Like Randle, you ain't got this. If they make you mad, you ain't got to spray up the block. Now you hitting cats with friendly fire. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, relax. You know what I'm saying? We with you. Like, look at the name on the front of your jersey. Look at our colors, bro. We here together. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, I understand what Free Keith is saying. Like, I'm with you. I'm with you. Randle got to stay.
I just want him to focus it. I love it.
Right.
I love it.
Right.
To me, a guy in any sport, football, boxing, whatever. The dude with the chip on his shoulder is normally the dude you want to watch and the dude you think is gonna win.
Right. Right.
I love that. Play with a chip on your shoulder.
I love that.
But like, you gotta focus with that, like how the energy releases.
Right. Right. That's all we saying, right? That's all I'm saying, Randle.
Because I don't see you getting mad and then getting big on the dude in front of you.
Right. Right.
That's what I want.
That's what we want, bro. That's what we want. That's what we want. Now, as a fan, do we always get what we want? No. That's why these little things that we can get, we need those. Right? Like for instance, do we always get what we want? Do we always get championships? No. Since we can't always get championships, can we at least get the fact that our best player can keep us cool? That should be easy. Can you give us that? That should be easy. That's the little things that you have to give the fans, bro. Like the fans have unreasonable expectations all the time. And can you meet those unreasonable expectations as a player? No. Because what's going to happen when the Knicks win 2 championships, you know what's going to happen? Knicks fans are going to want 7 championships. Is how it works, bro. Is how it works. Like, and I'm not just making this up, and this is not just some wild plea for something. Golden State legit has 4 championships, right? Guess what Golden State fans want this year? A championship.
Yeah.
Right? Milwaukee won them a championship, right? Guess what Milwaukee fans want this year?
Another championship.
Right? So fans are gonna have an unreasonable expectation. That's part of the business. That's part of how this thing works. Like for instance, the Yankees have almost 30 championships, bro. Almost 30. You know what Yankees fans want this year?
Another championship.
Another championship.
Yes,
Right?
we do.
Right. So if you Randle and you Knicks players, bro, if you can't provide the big grand thing, give us the little stuff instead until we can get the big stuff. Like, keep your head, bro. If you're gonna represent us in the right way. If you're gonna wear New York across your chest, at least represent us. Don't make us look crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the New York fan base is not from Manhattan, right? New York represents a lot of places, a lot of far-reaching places. It's Manhattan and then Harlem and then the Bronx and then where Puffy them from? Where Puffy them from? Puffy them from what's outside the Bronx? I keep forgetting. Mount Vernon. Then it's Mount Vernon. And then it's Yonkers. And then you talk about, like, you know what I'm saying? Or if you go the other way, then it's like Jersey City and Patterson and Passaic and Newark. And then if you go on the other way, it's Brooklyn and then Queens and then the island and then Long Island. Bro, New York represents a lot of people, bro. So if you got the joint across your chest, bro, represent for them people, bro. Queens got more people in it than Queens by population got more people than Boston, Massachusetts, bro. You got to represent them. Brooklyn has more people in it than Boston, Massachusetts. So you got to represent them, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like the little thing. And yo, every time I get hype up, my little dog, I got like a yapper, he a pug named Gaston, bro. Every time he see me get passionate, bro, he be like, "Yo, I'm with you. Go get him, big dog." You hear him barking?
Tell him why you mad, son. Tell him why you mad,
son. Yeah, man. New York. Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. If you're not gonna give us the big things, at least give us the little things, bro. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it is what it is. Like you don't. If you're not from here, you really don't understand it. If you're not from the New York tri-state area, you really don't understand it, man. Like how we live and die with this thing every day. The Knicks and the Mets and the Yankees and the Giants and the Jets, bro. They on our tongue every day. That's what we talk about. It's part of our life. It's life.
It's a sports town, yo.
Right.
If you ain't winning, you losing. Period.
Right. No doubt, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like for instance, like for the guys that come to play here that get ingratiated into this culture, like they hear the rumors of what it's like. People tell them stories of what it's like being from here and what people want. Right? Like if you Steve Mills and you talking to Randle, Steve Mills is like, yo, no lie, Steve Mills is from New York, right? He like, Randle, listen, I know you got personal goals and we want you to be here. But New York is like an ocean, bro. New York is like swimming in the ocean. You got to be a strong cat, because if you're not a strong individual, you're going to drown. Right? If you're not a strong individual, bro, you're going to drown in the city, bro. It's just a part of it. It's a part of our culture. Like when I say our culture, I know I'm from Jersey. I'm not from I'm not from the state of New York. Right? But I'm 17 minutes, where I was born at is 17 minutes away from Manhattan. Right? Y'all know that. Right? Just like I like to say it the other way, though. I'm like, yo, the cats from Manhattan is like 20 minutes, 17 minutes away from Jersey City, because they like to work in the city but live over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's cheaper.
You know what I'm saying? I like to say it the opposite way. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is so when you getting into like meltdown mode or whatever, rep the city, bro. Like in these primetime games, bro, you gotta rep the city. Right? You gotta rep. You gotta rep the city. You got a place on your chest, bro. That's yo. We want the best out of everybody. We want the best of everything. And when we not the best at everything, yo, we gonna complain and we calling out cats and we gonna be on you until you provide the best. right? You got to be the best, bro. You think about where we at. We want the best, and we historically, or for the last few years, have been the 5th best team in our own division. We the last place team in our division. You think that's what we want? You think we're gonna accept that? No. You think we're gonna accept the fact that the Toronto Raptors won an NBA championship and we didn't? No. You think we're gonna accept the fact that Philly good, that Boston good, that Brooklyn good? No, we ain't accepting none of that. It's New York or nowhere, bro. Yeah, man, it's New York or nowhere. You know what I'm saying?
Or nowhere. And it's New York versus everybody.
It's New York versus everybody.
Versus everybody.
And if you're not from here and you're offended by that, I'm sorry. It's what it is. We don't make the rules to the game. We just play by them. You know what I'm saying?
This cat in his weeds.
Yeah. We don't make the rules, bro. It's been New York versus everybody since we've been having sports. You know what I'm saying? We didn't create these rules. You know what I'm saying? We didn't create this environment. We ain't create the game. We just players. That's it.
What's your Tibbs narratives though?
With Tibbs?
Yep.
I don't know. I don't have. You mean, do I have a thought on Tibbs, or am I abiding by somebody's storyline?
What's your thought on Tibbs going forward now?
How far forward? Okay. All right. I got you. What I would say about Tibbs is Tibbs better bring us a championship, or he gone. Sorry.
Now he better bring us a championship, or he gone.
Right.
But before the talk was he was like our Mark Jackson.
Well, the thing I'm getting at is what I'm getting at is this. How we get to the championship, the fan base is gonna dissect it in a million different ways. Like some fans in the fan base want a championship by starting all over and bringing in a whole bunch of young kids, right? They the tankers. They're only quiet right now because of the Knicks, because the Knicks are winning. But they are out there. You know what I'm saying? And then you have the Kumbaya group who like, oh my God, man, if this team just come together, we'll have this Mighty Ducks moment and we may be able to make a serious run at a championship. Right? They out there too, right? And then you have the F them kids crowd. I like to call them the child support group, the child support crowd. They don't care nothing about these kids, bro. They like, yo, trade these kids for a star. I don't care about these kids. Go get some help right now, right? So we can win a championship. What we waiting on? The window ain't guaranteed to be open. We just came from a closed window era. Now that the window open, you got to take advantage of it. F these kids, right? It's different groups out there, right? What I'm saying is I don't care how we get there. You can get there by sailboat. You can get there by caravan. You can get there by jet plane. I don't care how you get there. Just get there if you can.
Get there if you can.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's me. That's my feeling on it, right? I don't care, bro. I don't care, bro. All I care about is the Knicks winning the championship. I don't care how we get there, right? I don't care if yo, I'll be mad. Like I'll be mad if let me say this. Let me say it in a different way. Emotionally, I'll be a little rocky emotionally if they trade quickly and trade RJ, say, for a guy. You know what I'm saying? Because we watched them grow up. It'll be more of a separation anxiety as opposed to me not wanting to win. You know how you it's like how the Frankers were attached to Frank. They were like, yo, but Frank is gonna be, and then when Frank left, they were like, I hope we lose forever. Nah, I ain't gonna be like that. Like with me, it's more like, you know, you hear these guys' name called, you see them progressively get better over time, and then if we trade them for a piece, you know what I'm saying, you have like that separation anxiety, right?
Copy. I think it.
Right. So I will have that, but
R.I.P. Church of Frank too.
Yeah.
Y'all held strong for a long time. R.I.P.
Yeah, I think the Josh Hart crowd is trying to recruit them, bro. That now, if you want a talking piece, the Josh Hart crowd is.
I'd argue that's probably a better cult player to former Church Rock.
I'm sorry, say it again.
I'd argue that's actually a better cult kind of figure to former Church Rock.
Right, 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 right. I would say, yeah, yeah, yeah. No doubt. What I would also say too, though, Big Dog is
That's like saying the Church of Ron Baker.
yeah, I know, I know, but the thing about the Josh Hart crowd is it didn't exist, right? There was no lie. Before the trade deadline, did you hear any Knicks fans saying, "Man, we better trade RJ for Josh Hart" or anything? You didn't even hear Josh Hart name, right? There was no. That's what I'm saying. The Josh Hart crowd came from out of nowhere like a pimple. You know what I'm saying? You like, where this come from, right? And all of a sudden now it's like growing and growing and growing. There are some people that legit say, "Man, start Josh Hart over Grimes," right? I only mentioned that in that energy conversation. I don't necessarily believe it. I say start Grimes and let him grow. And the only reason why I even inserted it is because you said, the thing about the energy, why we always come out flat and all of that, right? But the thing is with the Josh Hart crowd, we have me, myself, IKBM Dre, and my cousin Jay, who does the Pistons channel, right? He was like, "Yo, what does Josh Hart actually do for y'all? Like, what does Josh Hart do for y'all that has the fan base in an uproar?" And I was like, he rebounds good. He was like, "Yeah, but he always rebounded good, right?" Yeah. So he's not really doing anything different than what he normally does, right? About 9 points, about 6 rebounds, and energetic defense.
And a lot of energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He brought something we needed.
Yeah. So we did need that, right?
We needed it.
Does Josh Hart deserve a church though? A following?
No, I didn't say he deserves it. I say he would be more deserving as a cult figure than Frank.
I know. I heard what you said. I understand what you said.
More doesn't mean like that's between the two of them. I don't think he deserves the church at all. But I'm just saying, like, as a figure to forming church around,
It's too late, bro.
He is light years better than Frank.
It's too late, bro. The Josh Hart church already done bought the old liquor store. The liquor store burned down. The liquor store that burnt down, they already bought it.
Yo, if somebody tell me they part of the church of heart, I definitely I'm gonna laugh in their face.
Right, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's the man. You must not be on Twitter, bro.
I must not.
You might. Yo. What I'm gonna say to Free Keith is, bro. Sometime tonight, go to the Apple Store and download the Twitter app and create you a profile to go in there. And it's gonna be once you get started, just search Knicks, and from there it'll be real interesting. The Knicks conversation.
Wow, I definitely. You know what? I gotta do that sometime. I think I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah. Because
what did you call it? Twitter?
Yeah, it's weird. Like you put out like you rapid fire like these really short statements, and they call them tweets, like a bird. Yeah, like you rapid fire these really short statements. Like I think they limit your characters or something. Like you can only do like 130 of them at a time, and or like emojis or little short vids or whatever. And yeah. Yeah, and then the cool part is people will take your very short bursty statement and they'll paste it again and they call it retweeting. Yeah, it's a
It
novel
sounds
concept, bro. It's a
sounds
very
like sounds like theft to me.
sound,
It sounds like plagiarism. You, you will not retweet me, sir.
yeah, sounds like sounds like plagiarism. And the funny thing about it is it happens instantly. It's not like it's instant plagiarism. Like, but yeah, man, yeah, man, on man, you
Yeah.
know,
They don't ask you if it's okay first.
no,
Oh,
no,
somebody wants to repost this. Is it okay? So you didn't even ask that, huh?
no, and then there's a cool piece to it, and then there's a kind of like a twisted psychosis where they'll take something that you said 6 years ago and find it, and then and then they'll retweet it, they'll plagiarize it today, and instead of saying it's a resource, they'll call it receipts.
Oh, oh, so wait. Oh, so it never forgets your thoughts. Got you.
So you said this
Wow.
in 2017. Here are my receipts.
So basically, what you're telling me is people should watch what they say. Ah,
Yeah.
uh,
Basically, it's like an archive. Like they like
mm.
legit. Somebody brought up receipts from where I said the Knicks should trade Joakim Noah and tank for RJ Barrett. You remember that? Somebody brought that
That's
up on Twitter. Uncle Freezy, you up here criticizing RJ Barrett, but this is what you said on Twitter in 2019. Yeah. Yo, it's good. It's bugged out, bro. It's bugged out. It's
hey,
yeah, it's bugged out.
yo. This lets you know that what you said, your 2019-year-old self should have known better and should have had some forethought and known that that statement would come back to bite you at some point.
I didn't know that.
And
When you hear a bird tweet, you don't think that a tweeting bird would have like some historical record, bro. You just think it's a tweet. Yo, this is what I'm
see,
saying in the moment.
because you're thinking from your standpoint, you're not thinking from the bird standpoint. You don't know how much they record them tweets.
Yeah, man, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Now birds have little secretaries. You know what I'm saying? With them little courtroom things.
You don't know how those minds work.
Yeah, 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 man. But yeah, man. The Josh Hart thing, man. The Josh Hart thing is kind of bizarre in a way. I like Josh Hart, right? I've always liked Josh Hart as an NBA player, so I'm not really criticizing Josh Hart, right? I'm not criticizing Josh Hart. I just want to ensure that when I assess Josh Hart, I'm really assessing him for what he is and not a savior. And the reason why I'm kind of specific about that is because it seems as if when the Knicks bring in a new person, automatically we assume and elevate that person to saviordom, whether it's Frank, whether it's Kevin
That,
Knox.
that's not how this team is being built.
Right, 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 right. With this new regime, with this
This
new
new regime.
it's not how this team is being built.
Nope.
Right. So I get it. I get that part. Right. Let me ask this though. Let me ask this. Because you asked me about Tibbs and how I feel about Tibbs. Listen, man, I think Tom Thibodeau is safe for the next 2 seasons. Like I think he's got 2 more after this. If you're frustrated with Tibbs, then you're gonna have to get used to Tibbs because I don't see him going anywhere. Right? Whether I agree with that or not, whether I agree with how Tibbs does stuff or not, I do honestly believe though that Tibbs is a upper echelon coach working with less than ideal talent. And
Yo,
so,
somebody told me in the offseason that Tibbs is a bottom 5 coach.
yeah, they crazy. Yeah, they crazy. Steve Nash is a bottom 5 coach. Tibbs is not. Tibbs is not.
Yo, and he wasn't even my first choice, but it's so odd to me. I feel like now looking back, he's exactly the kind of like no nonsense kind of coach that we needed to get back on track.
Right. 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 Yeah. Because if you remember where we were before Tibbs, if you remember what the coaches looked like before Tom Thibodeau, the Jeff Hornaceks and Kurt Rambis, the Derek Fishers,
Quietly,
the
I
David.
feel like Hornacek got really set up.
Yeah, he got
Really like he got set up because like he didn't really get to coach freely. And I feel like with the guys he ended up getting, they could have did way more damage if Phil wasn't pressing that triangle nonsense.
right, right. The irony is, this team currently is built for a guy like Jeff Hornacek, right? Right. If you remember,
How so?
Jeff Hornacek is a heavy pick and roll coach, right? You remember in Phoenix he had Isaiah Thomas and Goran Dragic and somebody. They had a 3-point guard rotation where they
They used
scored.
to run.
They up and down the floor, very very guard centric. You know what I'm saying? And they scored a lot of points because they created easy shots for themselves and for others, right? And this is pre Devin Booker, by the way. This is pre Booker, so
Yeah, he used to run that three guard rotation. Yep.
yeah. So the point that I'm getting at, like with Hornacek, is in this era, like with this team here, where you have Brunson, who's a great pick and roll handler. He just doesn't get the credit because we don't have all the pick and roll pieces yet. Once we get all the pick and roll pieces, then you'll see Brunson facilitation explode. And what I mean by the pieces is we don't have an athletic finisher finishing at the rim. We don't have a dead-eye knockdown shooter. We don't have a roll man that can catch the ball in traffic and finish at the rim. Not necessarily dunk all the time, but finish, because the most important, the 2 points are more important than the dunk, is basically what I'm getting at. Once the Knicks get that, you already have Brunson, you already have Quickly, then now our pick and roll is phenomenal. Right now we're struggling to score, and we still score. Like we're the 25th. Like for instance, we shoot the ball 25th in the league, 25th best. Basically, that means 5th worst, right? We're the 5th worst shooting team, basically, right? But we're a top 10 offense. Think about how that worked. We're a top 10 offense.
Because we get it done. And
Yeah.
but see, because that right there is because of Mitch.
Okay. Okay.
Because look at where we are in offensive boards.
Right. Yeah, we're a good offensive rebounding team.
What? Not only are we good, I think we top 5.
Yeah, we're great. Yeah. We're
And
great.
look at conversions on points off of offensive boards. I feel like we're number 1 or 2.
And we're top 5 in free throws and top 3 in, and this is a stat that shocked me when I saw it. I looked it up like 2 weeks ago. I don't know if it was still there, but as of 2 weeks ago, the Knicks were number 1 in the NBA in and ones. Right? So, see, like, people complain about the 3. Oh, we don't shoot the 3 well. Well, we get the 3 the old-fashioned way. right? You still get the 3-point play when we make the free throw. That's another thing that's disconcerting.
But we a top free throw team, no?
Yeah, we're a top free throw in attempts. In attempts, and it's because R.J. Barrett and Julius Randle slam their way to the basket often. You know what I'm saying? It's so as of 2 weeks ago we were. So I don't know where we are right now with it though. But Paris Duggar, thank you for the generous contribution. Paris Duggar says, "Man, you got to start appreciating utility MVP play." Yeah, talking about Josh Hart. No, I get it. I get that part. I'm not saying.
Yo, I appreciate elite role players.
Right.
I still to this day say what you call it is that too. What's his name? Burks.
Yeah.
Elite. If he was on, he'd be useful on the team right now.
Right now, but we're not building him a church. That's the thing. That was the point.
I mean, no. Under no circumstances should either one of them have a church. Okay, let's say that.
Yeah,
there is no need for a church apart.
Right. Yeah. Paris Duggar, let's relax. We're not building we're not building a sanctuary to Josh Hart. No, we're not doing that. That was the whole point of the joke about Twitter and all that stuff is about how people take a very routine and yet appreciated thing, like what Josh Hart brings, energy. It's a thing, a routine thing. It's appreciated because he does it at a high level. But we're not getting ready to start sacrificing lambs to Josh Hart, bro. This is ridiculous, and this is what people tend to try to do, right? That like there is a, for instance, there is a following. Freaky, who has a church right now? Who is there? Is there a denomination?
RJ,
The church of RJ? Yeah. I'm tied into them every week. I can't help it. I can't help it. But I was one of the first. I was one of the first with RJ. Now I feel like I can't go back on it because I committed early.
I mean, well, live your life, man. You could know the road you on is wrong and continue to walk down it if you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what you ain't nobody gonna stop you, but it just don't make sense.
Oh. So you don't believe RJ Barrett is the golden child, the future of New York Knicks basketball?
I don't know. I don't think he's the future of New York Knicks basketball. I just hope his development. Damn it. If he just needs to be more consistent, man. That consistency, and it's the same thing every year. Like we know he's a good player. We see he can play well. Like, just do it all the time.
I don't know though. I don't know if the team is built right though. I don't know if all the requisite parts are there for you to get the very best out of RJ, bro. I don't. Where's your 3-point shooting at?
Possibly. I see what you're saying.
Where's your athletic slasher? Where's your dunker at? Who's your dunker? Please don't say a big man. Please don't say a big man. Oh, bro, big men are created to dunk, bro. That's why they valuable. Everybody's got a big man that can dunk, bro. Do you have? But what I'm saying is do you have you're a 6'6" guy that's super explosive? Do you have like a Cedric Ceballos? Do you have like a Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen? I mean,
like you naming off like once a generation dudes, man. Like,
I'm naming off an archetype. I'm naming an archetype because everybody's not going to be good.
Look, man,
Jordan, we know that.
Just get me BR.
Right. Do the Knicks have a guy that a defender has to stay glued to? Is what I'm getting at. When RJ gets the ball, do the Knicks have 2 or 3 other guys on the floor that can't leave their man that lets RJ Barrett take his defender one-on-one to the basket? No. It's the same thing with Randle and the same thing with Brunson.
But have you seen RJ try to like ISO? Like, yo, his handles, he's just not.
But he does get to the rim, right?
Yeah, when he can run like straight line, like when he can
When he can,
charge straight through.
I know what you
Like
ready to say.
when he try to boogie on the cat, he always lose the ball. Like
Right. Yeah, I know what you about to say. When RJ Barrett gets the ball and he backs all the way up to New Rochelle to get a running start to just go in a
yeah,
straight line at the rim, the defense
come
can
on,
reset
man.
itself.
Yo,
I I
I
understand
don't understand why he does that. Why did he do that?
because
Doesn't he see the defense gathering? Like why? Like and
no,
then
because his head is down.
and then go exactly to where they gathering at. Like yeah,
Right, right. But what I'm saying is this: if the Knicks had 3-point shooters, right? If the Knicks had knockdown 3-point shooters or slashes that the defense had to respect, it didn't matter
hmm
if RJ backed up to Hoboken. You know what I'm saying? They won't leave their man to double team RJ in the paint in fear of giving up a dunk to somebody else or a wide open 3-point look to somebody else. You feel me?
Grimes is a little bit slashy.
A little bit, and he's
He
a
a
little
little
bit, and
he
he's a little
gets to
bit
the rim. He gets to the rim
yeah,
quick.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
He gets to the rim quick. He does.
I understand, bro. I'm with you in all those respects, right? But what I'm saying is, even when RJ doesn't have the ball, right? Say the instance like what you just said, right? With Grimes, what happens when Grimes gets the ball, right? We don't have other shooters on the floor to keep a defender from coming towards Grimes.
Randle,
Okay,
Brunson,
okay, all right. How many Knicks players on this
decent
team?
shooters, decent shooters. I'm saying, like you gotta guard those dudes. No, they getting
Randall,
open threes. Like
Randall shooting
you,
at 35. Randall shooting at 35. RJ shooting at 31. So it
35 is respectable. Like that's somebody you gotta respect. No,
for a big man, yeah, for a big man, yeah,
yeah, you gotta respect that. So like he pulling cats out.
right. For a big man, but what I'm saying
Br-
is the only person.
Brunson pulling cats out. He's shooting damn near 40% from
Nah,
the three.
he's shooting 40. Yeah, he's shooting 41%. Yeah,
He pulling
right.
cats out.
Yeah. What happens when Brunson gets the ball? So if Brunson has the ball driving, right, that means his 41% 3-point shooting is not in play. That means RJ Barrett is the guy. Like I'm bringing Jimmy Butler off RJ to double team Brunson, and then gonna let RJ shoot that 31% 3-pointer from the wing. You feel me? For basically what I'm getting at is we need a guy on the floor. We need two guys on the floor that's going to shoot about 40% from three or thereabout, or have super athletic slashers that can go to the rim and score. Right? Like the Phoenix Suns. The Phoenix Suns didn't have like Devin Booker is not a great 3-point shooter. Chris Paul is not a great 3-point shooter. But the thing that Kevin Durant, Devin Booker, Chris Paul can do is they can create their own shot and create looks for others. Right? They could score all through. Well, now maybe not Chris Paul anymore, but Devin Booker and Kevin Durant can create shots. These dudes can score without taking a ton of threes. But we don't have that type of player. You know what I'm saying? And then two, if you got a slight increase in efficiency from Tom Thibodeau's system, the system that Tibbs has in place, I think the Knicks will have the number one offense in the NBA. Because right now we're doing it with right now our offense looks like Toy Story. You got
Hmm.
Woody and Buzz Lightyear and all these Mr. Potato Head. They don't even look like a unit. It's just a whole bunch of mismatched toys in a system, right?
Nah, don't do that. These cats, stop it.
What? Okay, all right. So, what prototype NBA player do we have in our starting five? We don't. Our point guard is short, but he's good. I like Brunson a lot, right? Right.
I don't. Yeah, like what?
Grimes is a 3 and D guy. That his 3 is coming along, and his D is coming along, but he's not there yet. Grimes is a year or two away. RJ is a shooting guard that can't shoot or can't guard. Right? Randle is floor. And Mitch has zero offense in his game.
I hear you. Right? See, it's not that he has zero offense. His contribution to the offense is the cleanup that he does. His presence is what allows us to be the 25th worst shooting team and the 10th best offense.
Right. 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 No, I
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's because of the cleanup that he does, and that's his contribution. Each one of those offensive rebounds, contribution to the offense.
Right. Right. No, I get it. I don't dispute that because for one, if Mitch has the offensive rebound, and I'm gonna say it's gonna sound basic, but if Mitch has the offensive rebound, that means the other team don't have the ball for one. And as basic as it gets, right? If we have it, they don't, right? It's as basic as it gets. So for one, that's good, right? Two, Mitch is really good at getting offensive rebounds and putbacks, right? Right. So I agree with you there. I think that's also a plus, right? My
That's a very big plus for a generally poor shooting team.
but the thing that is a rock in my shoe, and I love Mitch, is sir, this is 5 years of the same thing. It's 5 years, man. It's 5 years of the same thing. Mitch ain't progressed zero on offense.
Oh.
It's 5 years, dog. It's 5 years, bro. I have tweets older than that. Bro, it's 5 years, bro.
I'd enjoy seeing some post moves.
Right, it's 5 years, big dog. It's 5 years. It's 5 years, man. Like, come on, Mitch. What? At least, you know what? I would be okay with him if he didn't progress zero on the floor, but at least at the free throw line, man. Come on, Mitch. You're a 5-year pro, and your free throws have gotten worse over time.
He got that big man joint.
Yeah, he think he little. Mitch, you're not little. You're a gigantic human being. Trust, I know. I'm 6'5", bro. Bro, I know what a big human being is.
You know, guard is 7 feet though. Like I feel like the air up there is different.
Yo, yeah, man. Mitch, at least hit your free throws. Can Mitch at least get to 65%? If Mitch gets at least to 65%, I think teams will stop fouling him.
Yeah. But I feel like they don't even foul him on purpose, though.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I understand where you're coming from, bro. I'm just saying, man. And I love Mitch, by the way. But I think it's unfair that we criticize RJ and don't criticize Mitch. I think it's unfair to RJ to criticize him, right, and not criticize Obi. I think it's
nobody is beyond criticism.
Right.
I know I didn't like seeing that cast on Brunson's hands though.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that. Seeing that brace, I don't know if I like that at all.
Yeah, and the thing that, man, listen, man. Y'all know we love the Knicks, bro. We talk about the Knicks every day. I don't think there is a day that goes by that I don't talk Knicks, whether it's live on the air or content creators calling me about ideas. Right? It's I talk Knicks every day. It's an obsession. Like that, like, hey, Wiz, what's that cologne you used to wear back in the day? That cologne where people it might be named Obsession.
It was Obsession.
Like that, Wiz. Wiz probably wearing it right now. You know, Wiz old school. He's stuck in his ways. He probably still wisdom probably still wearing upset Calvin Klein. He probably still wearing Cool Water.
Nah. He on the Muslim oils.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, my bad.
Bugging out.
Nev the Disruptor is in the building. What's good, Nev? Nev, what's good? Hey, how much time you got, boss?
Yo, man, I'm gonna have to jump in a now.
All right, let's do that because we ran because I know we ran past your time and
Let's get talk though. Let's get talk. What up, Nav?
Hey, so thank you everybody for coming through, hanging out, Knicks Freestyle. I jumped in to hang out with the guys, man. The guys always have a bunch of topics on tap. So we're gonna wrap right here. I got a joint that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do it by myself. I'm coming up like in the next few minutes or so. I'm gonna jump in, use a new streaming thing. I'm testing out, and so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna talk about the Dallas Mavericks pick and why it's gonna get us the megastar that we deserve.
The megastar?
Yeah, megastar. Mega.
I gotta listen to this. I gotta listen.
Yeah, man. So for the Ghetto Intellect, for Free Keith, I'm your man, the #1 chief rocker, Uncle Freezy. Thank y'all for coming through. Peace, y'all.